So we keep hearing about Nintendo taking steps, taking measures to ban or try to snuff out any piracy that they can on the Nintendo Switch now that it's been pretty much opened up, well, completely. Now they do have supposedly some sort of SoC that's going to repair the issues that the Tegra as a stock form has as a T214, something we're still waiting on to show up in stores, and we're really not going to know about it until maybe somebody just happens to open one up and finds it. I'm sure the model number on the bottom of the box will probably be different as well, but we'll see when that happens. However, there is a lot of concern going around about one thing in particular, and I saw this really make the rounds today on the internet, and this happened after Michael Sayers put out a post on Twitter that caught everyone's eye. Seriously, I even looked at it and said, whoa, that would be crazy if that's the case. I don't really have any modded or hacked switches or anything, so I can't tell you one way or the other, but fortunately some people did test this theory, or at least the idea of this. But let's take a look at Michael Sayers' Twitter post first, saying, looks like we've got confirmation that Nintendo is banning game cart certificates. I guess people aren't taking my advice. The relevant error for trying to use a game card with the banned cert is 0x1F727C-2124-4025. So, of course, the idea of Nintendo banning game cards straight up, like the original one, if people are taking that card and copying it, because at this point, with where the Switch has evolved to this quickly when it comes to the hacking scene, pirating, homebrew, custom firmware, everything, it has evolved rapidly to the point where, yes, you can technically copy a game card as a backup and, I guess, distribute it. But the thing is, each game card internally has unique markings. They're saying certificates, for example, headers. There are things internally that marks each game card individually, so they can technically track it back to whoever decided to start spreading this game around. Now, this happened a while ago. I guess not super long ago. I believe it was one of the Pokemon Sun and Moon games that leaked out early. Nintendo was actually able to track that back to the person that leaked it out early, and that has a lot to do with game certificates, stuff like that, to figure all of that out. And the Switch carts are no different. They have unique markings on each one. You're not going to really see them. They're internal to the chip. So, what happened here was, according to Michael Sayers, the game certificates started getting banned if you distribute one cart to multiple people. Now, what that automatically kind of sounded like to a lot of, everybody, was that Nintendo was just outright banning game cards, which would make the used game sales very, very difficult for Nintendo's Switch. I don't think it's something Nintendo's really ever going to do, because it would be insane. It would definitely hurt their market, obviously. It would make it so that GameStop would have to test every single game that gets traded in. You'd have to be careful every single time you order something on an eBay or an Amazon. Yeah, that would be a bit of an issue and would obviously damage what I think they're trying to build up, which is still a used game marketplace. And that's not something we really want to see, is them banning these cartridges. Well, over on GBA Temp, a lot of the people there decided to, try this out for themselves, because a lot of them there do have hacked Switch systems. A lot of them do have the Team Executor and the SX custom firmware, that whole thing, and they decided to try them out. So what they did was they took their own cartridges, they backed them up, they remove the cartridges, and then they try to go online with them, because that, of course, is how Nintendo can tell what you're doing. You go online, they can see your system, they can see what you're using, there are callbacks and forth and everything, trying to figure this out, and they stop it from going online, and they do show you that error code. However, the same person decided, well, I'll just put my game card in and see if it works that way, and, well, it does. And that same person decided to pretty much drill in that game cards are not banned as like a physical medium, for example. Like your game card, if you have a Mario Kart 8 and somebody happens to somehow, some way guess your certificate or gets a hold of it for long enough to do that, yours won't be banned. And they drilled this in a post saying, Nintendo has not banned game cards at all. They're just able to detect that we are playing backups regardless if it's a scene dump or your own. Once again, the game carts still work fine and can be played online, even on SXOS. Even after backing up the exact same game with its cert and header not modified, it will not be able to access online. And again, it's nothing to do with the cert. So there you go. It does sound like people who have actually have a hack Switch, they could try it, have done so, and it does not appear that the game cartridges are banned, but the way it was kind of written earlier before people tested it, yeah, it did sound like game cards were getting banned. Not the case, though, so I guess you can rest easy about that for now. Now, again, I don't think Nintendo's going to be doing this. You don't have to worry I guess, too much about that. Just know you probably shouldn't be hacking your Switch if you're not ready to be banned anyway. So most people, I assume, hack a Switch that's not their main one. They have a secondary Switch that they just hack like crazy, and they're okay with it if it gets banned. I would not attach your Nintendo account that's main to you. I would not do anything like that. I would even touch it with any of your credentials, all right, if it's a hacked Switch. Save one that you can hack up and then, keep one to yourself, because you're probably going to get banned at some point. That's just the risk you run. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, guys. Really helps out. If not, hit the dislike. Leave a bunch of comments down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for Newswave.